Hey, State of Runeterra again. We're in the last faction I'm going to do today. The funniest thing about Targon is they are also almost completely out of champions or out of champions, depending on how you look at it. They have no more printable champions in their champion pool. So they're probably going to jump into something else. Probably non playable champions, which is okay. I have no issue with it. But a lot of the new name people are kind of unlikely. And this is why. Because most of them are new, or we don't care about them. And I'll be straight up the fact we don't care about 90% of these things, even though we played it. Her? Do we care about Iola? Or what, however you say it? Iula? Do we care? I don't care. You don't care. Like it's nice, pull yourself by the bootstraps, but there's other people that would be ready and we'd believe in and we'd go crazy over if it was actually the way, Not to steal, that sort of thought process. We can go to the next one. I think would be, where is he? Well, Mahiri, but she's brand new, brand new, and I don't think they're gonna do something with something they just showed us anytime recently, which is most of these -1. And that one that is, we don't care about at all, even a little bit. So we go, Ravu, yeah, that's a possibility. Do we want that? I'm okay with not seeing it again. How Daybreak is right now, not really hyped on it. Like, I understand it's good, it's strong, but I think it's strong because it's going away soon. Which is okay. Things need to change. Do we care about this guy? No. What is this guy? Is he a demon? Is he an elemental? Is he a Diablo 4 villain? Like, he just doesn't feel like he's here or important to anyone. Let alone this fat. He feels like a random comic book villain placed in front of somebody at a random place. Like going to the weird island with Mr. Sinister. That's how it feels to me. Like, we're just putting this together. Let's see what happens. So, I don't feel like Camphor is the way either. So, Zalani, she is pretty goddamn appealing in that way and fits with the foreshadowing of the corrupting of, the side universe of her corrupting Shurima. She is a strong possibility to corrupt, like, the Targon Pantheon. If she can do it to them, she can do it to Targon. That is an interesting thought to have. I like the trying to redeem June with Kane and some others. Master Yi aspect would be much more interesting than this, because I think we have somebody that we could root for. I would say 2 people over her that we would be about if it happened. So, grandfather Ramu, me, yeah, nah, like, me, don't care, could go away. Maybe if we did more with whatever the goat people are, that could be interesting. But him in general, couldn't give a damn about, couldn't care about. Like maybe the Soraka people would be more interesting about, other than just the healing archetype, actually seeing, some other avenue than gods and weird giant will-o-wisp sort of things or elementals. See more of the people that aren't nightfall and daybreak people. See like something in between would be kind of fun. But I think there's one champion ready to become part of the Pantheon, and that person would do it for the right reasons because it's the right person. There would be no self interest in it. Zero. There would be no want for that person to do it for themselves, where the other one might. And that person's in Demacia, and that person is Cythria. Because look at this. If this art doesn't tell you that person is ready to take on more than Demacia has to offer, I think it would be her. Would it not? Will there not be a person more ready to take the mantle of being a bad bitch than her and go challenge herself to be the next best thing she can be? I mean, we're ready for it. We want it. It'd be okay if it happened in Demacia or here. Either way would be like, this should be the faction that rewards trying to be great. And that is what Cythria has done. I also think another interesting one, I wouldn't think it would be self-serving to that person, but definitely you would have question marks on why, because we don't know Kahari's personality enough to truly say, is he like a good person, just curious and has, time warping abilities, or is he going to be corrupted on, something like that? Would be interesting to see. Now, you could say Zolani, and that would be interesting for her to try to corrupt the Pantheon, and no one would begrudge you for that. Because that art on that corrupted everything was dope. Was chef's kiss great. But to say that should be absolute is probably like not truly, like, it's the easiest. You're putting the square peg in the square hole, it's all meat, all potatoes, and I think something with Cythria is more like Ambrosia, in my opinion. Now, I would like to see them start printing more named people to give us more hype about making us believe this person or that person is trying to become a bad bitch. I kind of look at it in a game that you might not know about. That's called like Mage Ascension. It's a role-playing game. I think about it like this. I think if Cythria would be like the first one to do it in a long time, because Pantheon was kind of weirdly handed the reins in a weird way, and how it feels, maybe not in the lore itself, but how it feels was like he was kind of chosen to be the dude. And that's alright. Where I think Cythria has earned to be the gal. She's earned it. And I don't think any of us would even have an issue with it, with all three of them. But I do have another fun one that they would lose their mind over. You know what it is. Papa. Chip. Chip is a playable champion. A girl cried because Chip died on stream. There have been challenges to keep Chip alive by Sunny recently and to win games if a Chip died. We care about Chip. We're invested in Chip. And if we want to keep it in Targon, I think Chip might be the answer. But in general, I feel like this would be more a fan-driven thing. And if they go with Chip and something like Reggie that I discussed in another video of being, because Reggie's not named, but, you know, we call him Reggie. We call Evil K, where Chip's named and we believe in him and we made the memes and we enjoy having him as a little avatar. That would be really interesting, and I think we would love to see it. To be honest, I don't think you could go wrong with Chip or Cythria. I think both of them are just over-the-top home runs. I think, in general, they would both be good for the game as long as they're not some sort of cancer mechanically. We would all lose our minds over it. And I hope one of those things is the case, because it would be outstanding. These are my thoughts. If you have any thoughts of your own that we would love to happen or make happen, send a comment. We'll talk about it. I'll make a video about all the reactions on all of my videos. I don't care. We got nothing but time. So let us know. I'll talk to you later.